As Nick said, in times of uncertainty, we cling to the things we know and trust. People, the people we know, the people we've worked with for a long time. Why? Because we trust them. That is what is certain right now. Relationships built on trust. That's why we're counting on you, because we trust you and your customers trust you. It's a network, which is exactly what I talked about last year at Inspire. Thankfully, we've built a network of trust with our partners over years and years of collaboration. And that network of trust enables us to co-create, co-innovate, and collaborate on a whole new level through the cloud and intelligent edge. Microsoft builds our programs and our products on a foundation of trust because we know that's core to our partnership with you, and it's critical to our customers as well. The way we will help customers respond and recover is with remote work, business continuity, secure environments, and all the capabilities available through the cloud. Customers are looking to do those 4 things while saving money. And with our help, they can do it all. As their needs have shifted, we're adjusting to make these the core priorities for this coming year. This is your call to action, to focus on these 4 solutions, and I know many of you already are. So let's start with secure remote work. Last year, I offered you coffee to spend some time with Teams. That's ironic, isn't it? You probably have your coffee with Teams every day now. Would you have ever guessed that a year later, Teams could be your #1 customer connection tool? I'll admit, I knew it was one of the most important moves you could make, but I had no idea it was going to turn into this. Teams and the solutions you build around it are made for remote work. Teams is the hub for teamwork in Microsoft 365, where you can invite everyone you work with to securely chat, meet, call, and collaborate all in one place, no matter where you are. And the key word there is securely. Teams is the secure platform that hospitals, governments, and financial institutions are turning to feel protected. As you probably saw, the Teams usage numbers skyrocketed as workers stayed home to 75 million daily active users in April, up 70% from the month before. Massive transitions to Teams are happening in every industry, in every corner of the world. But adoption is only part of the opportunity here. What's truly transformative is what happens when customers start working in Teams and learn the full value of Microsoft 365 as a secure remote work collaboration solution. Think about how impactful that will be in the years to come. This pandemic has changed the way we work forever. Add to that the customizations that you can deliver through the Power Platform, and you light up the customer's business process. So, from a partner perspective, this moment unlocks a huge opportunity to come in with a change management and managed service mindset. Yorktel had that vision for its customers, like the Cancer Research and Treatment Center of City of Hope, and how they transform the way they engage with their patients and each other. City of Hope is California's highest-ranked cancer research center. They needed a way to keep 10,000 clinical research and administrative staff connected. Their legacy systems just didn't allow for true collaboration. In fact, employees often had to commute between offices in Los Angeles traffic for in-person meetings. Yorktel planned to deliver a basic migration to Teams, but realized City of Hope needed a full modernization of its collaboration environment, and the organization's IT team was going to need help managing it all. Ultimately, City of Hope bought more than 40 Microsoft Teams Rooms devices and 21 Surface Hubs. And those Surface Hubs are in the exam rooms, so doctors can connect with each other and with patients' family members, even if they're on the other side of the world. And the timing couldn't have been better for City of Hope. They were able to integrate Teams into their COVID isolation unit.
And we didn't want to take away that human connection where patients and families are there to support their loved ones. So we put Teams workstations in every room. which meant it would be possible to use that for not only their loved ones calling in, but let's just say we had a doctor or a consultant who really only needed to have a conversation with the patient. They could go ahead and dial in using Teams and talk to the patient, and then we could conference in other people who are outside of the room, like their family or their parents, so that they would understand that as well.
City of Hope was ready, thanks to Yorktel's vision. They're managing all the new collaboration tools for the organization now. Together, with our technology and your expertise, we can help customers meet the needs of this new world by giving their employees the modern tools, devices, and services they need to be productive. And it's a world where being in the cloud is no longer an option. It's a business imperative. It's a burning platform. You all have customers that have been putting it off. What are they saying now? They can't wait anymore. Imagine debating cloud migration or digital transformation in this environment. The question isn't if, it's how fast. Organizations are looking to move to the cloud for business agility and business continuity, to improve efficiency and secure their systems. And they need to get their employees up and running fast with all of their applications. And that's exactly what Windows Virtual Desktops does. You know, I remember 10 years ago when I was in the Windows client team. I'd call a company to talk about VDI, the virtual desktop infrastructure, and I'd hear things like, I like the idea, but it's really too expensive and not really mission critical right now. We quickly realized it was too expensive for organizations to have that level of scalable infrastructure in their data center to run all of their desktops. It just wasn't feasible at the time. But today, with Azure, all of the infrastructure sits in the cloud. Imagine if this pandemic had happened a decade ago. Essential businesses would have been absolutely paralyzed. Instead, today, Windows Virtual Desktop is being delivered from anywhere using the scalability of Azure. There's a food distributor right here in the US that saw that firsthand when the world started to change and their supply chain was threatened.
Harvest Sherwood branches from San Diego to Detroit to serve more than 10,000 grocers across the United States from 15 different distribution centers and almost 40 million pounds of food. This is real farm to table that we're talking about, and a real responsibility to support the community during these times. When the announcements were made for people to go home, they stopped at the grocery store along the way, which meant that we had an incredible opportunity here at Harvest Sherwood to help. But at the same time, our employees needed to also be safe. Knowing that we needed to shift office employees from office environments to home, we needed help. And we are so thankful for SoftwareOne.
SoftwareOne is a global technology services provider that operates in over 90 countries. Primary focus of our business is software asset management, digital supply chain, how our customers prepare and adopt the technology investments that they make.
We had a chance to work with Harvest Sherwood to provide some ongoing additional assistance to really accelerate their adoption of the cloud.
First initial conversation was primarily around Windows Virtual Desktop.
It was actually a text message from Chris Arthur, their IT director, who said, I need your help first thing Monday. I gotta get people working, and I gotta get them working now.
We wanted to make sure the warehouse employees, the transportation, the guys that were driving the trucks were safe, and balance the safety of our office employees also.
Windows Virtual Desktop and Azure allowed our workforce to work from home. We used Azure Active Directory to spin up the Windows Virtual Desktop environment. It allowed us to put employees in groups and allow them to access that environment very quickly. We started, I believe, on a Friday night, and we were up and running by Monday morning.
The thing that I love the most is, for us, we made a significant and strong impact on community and on society. And the technology stack that Microsoft provides allows the customer to continue to focus on their own business outcomes.
Having similarly aligned goals has allowed us to deliver the kinds of results that really this country needs right now.
The demand for protein and fresh products was incredible, and we were really grateful for our vendors and every teammate who made it happen.
Technology came in and was able to provide a solution to them at a critical juncture so that they didn't lose a single day of productivity.
With WVD, organizations can get up and running in minutes from the Azure portal. You have the flexibility to choose the virtual machines, the regional locations, and you can set up multi-sessions for the users. You can even manage that environment and turn it into a managed service opportunity without much heavy lifting, especially if you team up with a partner like Nerdio. They've developed tools specifically for partners, for both SMB and enterprise-focused partners that can help you begin to deploy a WVD environment in only 60 seconds and deploy a complete desktop in just a few hours. And I was talking to Nerdio's Chief Revenue Officer, Joseph, recently, and he said they have been slammed, working around the clock to deploy WVD with partners to tens of thousands of users. It's been nonstop. And then, when you add on VMware and Citrix for hybrid environments, you have an end-to-end hybrid solution for your customers. We even recently expanded our partnership with Citrix, so we'll have joint migration tools and services to simplify the transition. Now, managing desktops isn't the only opportunity for you to make a pivot to managed services. I've had so many conversations with partners who've been putting off a transition into cloud and managed services, as well as monthly subscription billing. Do you know what those conversations sound like now? Now is the time. This is the opportunity when you can meet customers where they are. For years, I've heard your concerns about how to transition your books from upfront revenue to subscription service and your worries about disappointing your investors. I've had people say, if my customer's willing to pay me upfront, do I really want to transition from projects into monthly payment service schedule? But today, with customers uneasy about these big upfront costs, you can develop a managed service practice, bill them monthly, and show up as a hero to the customer. Yeah, I know. The reason you haven't gone there is because you're going to have a dip in revenue. And the question is how quickly you can fill that dip with new customers. But my question back to you is what happens if you don't take this step? Now may be the time. Maybe this year, your investors are expecting a little less from you, and the customers are asking for monthly terms. You can make the investment into managed services that will help your customers and build your business long term. And if you don't have the resources for all the support, this is a great opportunity to partner together. And you know what's a great entry point into managed services? Security, especially with what's going on in the world today. Throughout this shift to remote work, organizations are realizing they need to bolster the security of their infrastructure from the desktop to the data center and all the data in between. As partners, you play a critical role there, and you can help them find and address their vulnerabilities. Think about it this way. Many organizations felt they were secure because they could secure their perimeter within their four walls. Now, with the explosion of remote work, employees are feeling comfortable because they're home in their own four walls. But organizations feel like they've lost control over everyone's security. So we need to bridge that gap. And you are the bridge. With tools like Azure Sentinel, you can help organizations shore up those vulnerabilities. That's what Born in the Cloud's been doing with dozens of customers since the outbreak. One of their customers is the University of Tennessee Medical Center. Born in the Cloud had built machine learning models that were based on 15,000 employees being on campus. But when they sent thousands of workers home due to the pandemic, the models broke because everyone was logging in from somewhere else. They quickly realized it and retrained the models in just 48 hours using Azure AI. So the medical center systems, their employees, and all their patient data were better protected against a cyber attack. Like Born in the Cloud, you can leverage all of Microsoft's security solutions and add your own solutions on top to deliver a managed service to your customers. This is the new world we're in, where ongoing security vulnerabilities absolutely need to be shored up. And with daily reviews of security logs and monthly assessments, you can find the gaps and bring new solutions to fill them. That's a managed service. Again, you're a hero to the customer, and you're building a long-term sustainable business for yourself. We want you to do more of that. Your customers need those solutions around remote work, business continuity, security, and cloud migrations. Now, you're probably thinking, great, so how are you going to help me? Tomorrow, that's exactly what we're going to dive into. I'm going to lay out the investments we're making to our tools and our programs that will help you respond, recover, and reimagine your business. But until then, we have a full day of digital breakout sessions for you to go to and explore all of these specific areas. We've got forums for you to ask questions and connection zones where you can meet with other partners. So dive in. I know this year Inspire is a bit different for all of us, but I am sure that you'll find the resources you need to get a jump start on a great FY21. Again, a big thank you for being part of this global community at Microsoft Inspire 2020.